Welcome back, guys. Welcome back for another one. As you saw by the title, today we're going to be making jerk chicken Rasta pasta. Now normally when I make this, I would use 2 whole chicken breasts to do this, season them the way that I'm about to season them, cook them the way that I'm about to cook them, and then slice them at the end before I add it back to the pasta. But because I don't have time to marinate my chicken, meaning let it sit in the fridge for like 8 hours or overnight, even 2 hours, I'm going to be cooking this straight away. So I want the seasoning to get on every bit of the chicken so that way we can ensure maximum yumminess. Now, what we're going to go ahead and do is I've already cut up my chicken and washed it. So I'm going to go ahead and start seasoning it. First seasoning, I'm going to go ahead and put some Lawry's seasoning salt here. About 1 teaspoon, not too much salt. Go ahead and do some black pepper. About 1 teaspoon of that as well, because this is just 2 chicken breasts cut up. I'm going to do some allspice, just a sprinkling. We're going to do some Old Bay. We're going to do about 1 teaspoon of that as well, being very light-handed with them as possible. We're going to do some all-purpose seasoning. I'm going to throw some fresh sprigs of thyme in there, but because this isn't going to have time to marinate, I'm also going to use some thyme powder, just a sprinkling of that. Garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of that as well, and just a little bit of paprika, like half a teaspoon of paprika. Now I'm going to go ahead and mix that together. Make sure that looks evenly seasoned as it does. Smells beautiful. The seasonings smell great together. We're also going to be putting seasoning in the sauce as well, which is why I didn't go too crazy with the seasonings here. Well, to some people that might be a lot of seasoning, so my level of crazy wasn't reached. So I'm going to do 2 tablespoons of green seasoning. If you have it, use it. If you don't have it, then that's totally fine. And I don't have much jerk left, so I'm going to use, that was a heaping tablespoon and a half. And I'm just going to save a little bit, the little bit that's left in here. Like 2 teaspoons are left in there to put in the sauce. But this should still work. It should still taste pretty spicy. Because this, I'm also using the hot jerk seasoning. This isn't like the mild or anything. So this is going to be nice and spicy. One to 2 tablespoons of oil to coat the bottom. So now I'm going to go ahead and start cooking off my chicken. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and let them cook down on this side for about 4 minutes and then flip them. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and flip these. Alright, now that we have them all flipped, I'm going to go ahead and leave them like that for another 5 minutes. So now we got the chicken cooked up. We're going to go ahead and take that chicken out and put it to the side for now. Okay, so once I finished cleaning out the pan, I've now added onions, habanero pepper, red, yellow, green pepper, minced garlic, minced ginger, thyme, and 2 cut up scallions to the pan so that I can go ahead and cook these down. Alright, now after 5 minutes of my vegetables cooking, I'm going to add 2 cups of half and half milk. And so I poured the half and half milk into the bowl in which I seasoned the chicken so that I can make sure I got all those seasoning flavors out of there. Now while that's getting brought up to temp or medium high, I'm gonna add half a teaspoon of garlic powder, half a teaspoon of black pepper, just a little sprinkle of allspice again, half a teaspoon of Old Bay, a little sprinkle of thyme again, and the rest of the little bit of jerk seasoning that I have. I'm gonna put a little bit of water in the jerk seasoning container so that I can get the rest of that jerk flavor out of there. All right. With a little bit of paprika, about half a teaspoon of paprika as well. I'm gonna add some chopped up mozzarella cheese. And some grated parm. This is about 5 ounces. I'm gonna put it in. Oh, dang. Now I'm gonna put in some chicken, as well as some of this chicken juice at the bottom here. Now I'm gonna put in some pasta. My pasta was a little stuck together, so I went ahead and used my hands to break apart the pasta and get it in the pan. And I don't know how other people do it, but I just do a little bit at a time. So I just put a little bit of the pasta, mix it in, and then I added more pasta and more, and the rest of my mozzarella cheese. It was about 6 ounces of mozzarella cheese altogether and 6 ounces of the grated parm. Alrighty, so once you add everything, just make sure you get it well combined. And then once it's well combined, you want to cook it down for at least another 5 minutes so that you can make sure all the cheese is properly melted. All right, and this is my Rasta pasta. After the 5 minutes, I'm giving it a final stir to make sure I break down that mozzarella cheese. And yeah, you guys can add whatever cheeses you like, actually. Whatever floats your boat, whatever you like. If you want it to be thinner, you can add more milk or half and half or heavy whipping cream, whatever you decided to use. You can add more cheese. Hell, you can even add more seasonings if you like. Whatever works the best for you. All right, guys, so this is the final product here on my plate. So I do apologize about the fan noises that was heard in some of the cooking. It was also heard when I was taste testing it, so that's why you're about to see me taste it very silently. But I do thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope you come back for more. It was one ashy thumb up good.